Henry Longfellow was born February 27th, 1807. He died March 24th, 1882. Henry was born in Portland, Maine, where he spent all of his childhood. He was the son of a well-known lawyer and was expected to follow in his footsteps, but instead he had other plans. He attended Bowdoin College and excelled in foreign language. He was offered a graduate teaching assistant job, but declined. Henry Longfellow was a very successful poet due to his gift. He had the gift of easy rhyme. Henry could write a poem in rhyme like a bird could sing. Also, Henry's poems were very easily understood by people. People could read his poems once, twice at the most, and be able to understand and relate to the poems. Henry Longfellow lived a long life of 75 years. It was filled with adventure, including many tours through Europe, back to Portland, Maine, where he was born, and back to Europe again. He spent time in Germany, France, England, and other European countries. He also made many tours along the eastern coast of America. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow will always be remembered as one of the greatest American poets of all time. A Day of Sunshine by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. O gift of God, O perfect day, whereon shall no man work, but play, whereon it is enough for me not to be doing, but to be. Through every fiber of my brain, through every nerve, through every vein, I feel the electric thrill, the touch, of life that seems almost too much. I hear the wind among the trees, playing celestial symphonies. I see the branches downward bent, like the keys of some great instrument. And over me unrolls on high the splendid scenery of the sky, where through a sapphire sea the sun sails like a golden galleon. Toward yonder cloudland in the west, toward yonder islands of the blest, whose steep sierra far uplifts its craggy summits white with drifts. Blow, winds, and waft through all the rooms the snowy flakes of cherry blooms. Blow, winds, and blend within my reach the fiery blossoms of the peach. O life and love, O happy throng of thoughts whose speech is only song! O heart of man, canst thou not be blithe as the air is, and as free? The first stanza begins with a thank you to God for a perfect day. His perfect day describes where you don't have to work and you're just free to play. That no matter what happens, everything is great. Everything is enough to fill you and satisfy you. And that you're not just being there to live, but you're being there to be free and be yourself. The second stanza describes how his brain is reacting to the perfect day. Everything is so great and wonderful that his brain is just exploding with excitement and joy, and it's almost too much for him to handle. The third stanza begins one of a few stanzas that describe nature. He talks about how the wind is bristling among the trees, and it makes such a sweet sound to his ears. And as he gazes upon the beauty of the trees, they look almost like an instrument that you would see. The fourth stanza continues in a series of stanzas praising the beauty and the wonder of nature. This time he talks about the sky, how it is as beautiful as a sapphire, and it's almost a sea engulfed by the sun's rays, and it appears as if the rays are shooting across the clouds, sailing like a boat. The fifth stanza is again a part of the nature series of stanzas. This time he is describing the United States. He talks first about how the West, how it's open and the sky is vast and beautiful, and how you can see the clouds and their great beauty of them. Second, he talks about the eastern coast, the great blue ocean, and how the islands are beautiful. Finally, he talks about the middle United States, where the giant mountains are beautiful with their white summity tips. The sixth stanza wraps up the nature series of stanzas. Instead of talking about a big picture that everybody sees in nature, he talks about the smaller things, such as the cherry blossoms and the peach blossoms, and how beautiful they are, and how the wind blowing in them makes them just a true sight that you must see. The sixth stanza and final stanza of the poem is again a praise. He talks about life, how great and happy it is, and that if you have love in your heart, then life opens up such a beautiful song. Finally, he describes air. Air is such a thin and free thing, nothing is controlling it or holding it under. A man's heart should be like air. It should be carefree and not worrying about the mistakes he's made, because he only has one life, and life is too short to worry. The underlying message in this poem is the beauty of every day. People read this poem and think, oh, Henry is just describing a perfect day that everyone dreams of. But in actuality, every day is a perfect day to us. It is a blessing and a gift from God that we need to embrace. We need to stop, take time, and enjoy the little things in life. Not to worry and not to be down on ourselves for the mistakes we have made, or if we have stress, we should let it go. Each day is a blessing and is a gift, and is a perfect day all in all.